Good morning. We'll hold up just a little bit here and let people hop on. We're going to make these cute shadow boxes today. Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining this morning. Good morning, Susan. Good morning, Kelly. Hi, Patty. Thanks for watching. Hi, Judith. We're going to make some cute shadow boxes today. Hi, Dawn. Now, hi, Sandra. I'm feeling fine. I mowed the yard and I get and I have Sjogren's disease, so I'm dehydrated, so my throat gets really dry. I have water behind me. But it happens. And because of the asthma, you know, it's just part of it. It clears in 3 or 4 days, and then I have to mow again. Oh, thank you, Susan. Thanks for sharing. Hi, Lynn. Hello, everyone. Good morning. If I've missed your name, I'm sorry. Let's see. I like to say hey to everybody. Hi, Janie. All right, good. Good. So, first thing, I have sold out of my first 8 paper shares, but if I get 8 others, I will do a second one. I already have 1. I have Sjogren's, 2 for my loop. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Susan, you totally understand what that's like. You know, the dehydration is unbelievable. And the fatigue with it is absolutely unbelievable. Hi, Jackie. Thanks for sharing, Diana. So, the paper share. If I have one that wants, you know, for another set, but I need 7 more to sign up. So there's 11 papers in the share. If you would like one, a lot of people do paper shares, so you might have already signed up. But it's just $30. That includes your shipping. And this is how I package them. I just stuck some paper in here. This is like one of my favorites, the Flowers for Every Season. That is, of course, retiring. Yeah, I drink water all day and I take pilocarpine. And I'm supposed to take 4 pills a day, but I have to admit I go 2 to 3 a day. And that produces moisture. But my skin is really taking a beating for it, I'll tell you. Yeah. And my hair. My skin and my hair really have taken a beating with it. So this is how that I package the paper share. This is a resealable envelope. I put on here exactly the name of the paper, what you have in it, and then I list all the colors. I just kind of mock this up a little bit, but just to show you. And this is removable. I don't stick it on the outside of the bag. These bags are so wonderful, and they reseal that after you're done using the paper, you can put your scraps in it. But then after you're done with the paper itself, you could just like throw the paper away, throw your scraps away, and then reuse the bag again. These bags are fantastic. So if you would like to sign up for the second set of the paper share, you can email me at joannemaddie@outlook.com, or you can message me through Facebook, and I will put your name on the list, okay? So I haven't committed to the second one yet because I have to get like 5 or 6 before I'll commit to that. So, oh, Susan, okay. Okay, let me write your name down real quick because I will forget. Wonderful. Okay, great. Called SU about the PP and asked another to deliver for sweets. What happened? Called okay, Lynn says, just a quick comment, called Stampin' Up about the paper pumpkin and asked another the delivery of the sweets if an item in the suite is back ordered. They will mail out all items and send the back ordered item when it becomes available. Oh, okay. So they're not holding up the sweets then for, they're not holding up the sweets because one item retires or not retires, that one item goes on back order. I think that's what she's saying. Okay, wonderful. So, okay, this this project that we're doing today was inspired by Rhonda Wade. Now, if you all follow me, I do her creative success, creating success, and she is absolutely wonderful. And honest to goodness, she has created success in my life. I have to admit, I am extremely busy, and I love it. And I absolutely love it. And I'm happy to pass on many of her creations. I don't know how she comes up with this stuff with all the measurements. You have to have, what a mind you have to do something like this. Now, we're going to make the box. We're not going to decorate it, okay? But I want to show you what I use. Because I use this paper, see, this is new paper from the new catalog. And it is the Beauty of the Earth. Okay, right there, Beauty of the Earth. And I didn't want to put trees on the outside of it, okay? Because I was like, I'm not in a, not in that kind of a mode. I'm more in a flower mode, okay? So I went ahead and took out one of my favorite sets, the Pierced Blooms. Everything in here is stitched, okay? Everything is stitched. Everything. Well, except the bow. The bow is not stitched. It's very thin. And this one stem right here, I'll say that, okay? But I absolutely love this set. So I thought that it would look so cute to decorate the little boxes with. But I did use the sayings. I love the sayings from the Beauty of Friendship stamp set right here. Friendship refreshes the soul. You truly inspire me. So now today, what we're going to do, we're going to make these two right here. But just think of this with like playful pets, okay? And you put a little picture of a pet in the shadow box. Oh, okay, Susan. Okay, wait. Okay, got that. I love these dies. Yes, Susan, for sure. I love those dies. But as you can see, you can make a lot of things out of these. Hi, Claudia. And you can decorate them any way that you want to. So like even going to, like I said, playful pets. You could put a picture of a dog or a kitty in there. This would make a wonderful Mother's Day gift, okay? Now, this one can also be, long. Okay, it doesn't have to be this way long. It could be that way long, okay? So, and another little tip, this one stands up really well, okay? Because this was the first one that I made. But watch this. See right here, this little teeny tiny bit of the, hi Dawn, of this flower. Good morning, Karen. Of this flower, okay, right here, just this little tip. It is impinging me on standing it up. So everything is glued down and I didn't want to rip the paper, so I didn't move it. But you must make sure, because I want to show you my mistakes, you must make sure that you can see only the bottom. See, there's even a leaf. Well, that leaf's okay. Only the bottom of the box and nothing, that's hanging off of it. So a photo would be fantastic in here. It really, there's so much that you can do with just the box itself. It is absolutely amazing. I'm so thrilled. So the other thing that I wanted to say, like, I think the hydrangea paper, you're welcome, Susan. I think the hydrangea paper has paper like this that's divvied up like this, okay? Wouldn't that make a beautiful, just put flowers in it, put a little inspirational saying. Rhonda does something called Creating for Christ, and she put all biblical and spiritual sayings in hers. I think that they're just beautiful. Great card. I'm going to make this. I've already made 7 Mother's Day cards. Yes, I mean, this would be the greatest little gift to go with a card. The little shadow box and a card. I think that this is absolutely wonderful. But yes, so she did it for that and just put some sayings in it. And it was just beautiful. She's such a nice person, so all the credit, hey, Steve, every bit of the credit goes to Rhonda for today's class. Okay, so I have my cut and scoreboard here. Okay, the Stampin' Trimmer, and for the DSP, we need it to be 4.5 inches wide for both of the boxes. Okay, so 4.5. We're going to cut this right here at 4.5. Okay. Now this, of course, will then be extra. Well, I can get what? 1, 2, 3, 4. I could get 4 boxes out of a sheet. That's pretty good, right? Okay, now the larger box that we're going to do, this one right here, this DSP, and watch how you cut it, because, you know, you'll want, you know, just like look how you cut it, because of where you want this to be. Okay, Siri, turn off. Okay, so this is at 7 inches. The first one for the larger box, the rectangle box, is at 7 inches. So I'm cutting that. Now this one will be 4.5. We've already got that. And then by 4.5. So I want, you know, and so just if you want the lighter on the top, that's great. If you want the darker on, you know, more darker toward the top, just flip it around and cut it like that. It doesn't matter, okay? It's good either way. I kind of like it like this for the second box because we have the white up here. Okay, so I'm gonna just, and that's all that you waste for making the 2 boxes. So this is 4.5 by 4.5. I will put all of the measurements under this video when I'm done, okay? And this is 4.5 by 7. All right, now we're done with this. Yeah, cutting, because I've already got the other things cut. We talked about the stamp set and that. Okay, because I want a nice clear space here to do this with. Okay, let me get my DSP out of the way, and let's bring in the scoreboard. Now, here are your measurements for your box. Okay, the rectangle one is 8.5 by 11. That's what you need. 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper, whole sheet. Okay, and then the other one, the smaller one, the square one, is 8.5 by 8.5. We're going to score on all 4 sides. Okay, now there's 4 scores on each side, so this is how it rolls up and makes this like a trough here for this little shadow box. I can't believe, like, I don't know who comes up with all these measurements or how she figures all this out, but it just amazes me. Okay, so it doesn't matter where you start because all 4 sides are the same. Okay, so I'm going to take my stylus on the little end right here. We're going to score at 1/2, and take your time with this. 1 inch. This is very important. 1.5 and 2. Just like that. Now we're going to spin it. And let's do those measurements again. 1/2, 1, 1.5, and 2. Spin it. 1/2, 1, 1.5, and 2. Spin it. 1/2, 1, 1.5, and 2. Okay, so let's just concentrate on this one first, okay? We're going to do the same thing to the other one, but then that one will become square. All right, now, let me get my snips. And what we need to do on this is cut out. See where all of these little squares are? We need to cut out all 4 squares. We're going to still do a little bit more scoring, okay? So we're not done with that yet. So we want to cut right to that junction right here on all 4 sides. Now this one being rectangle, when we do the next bit of scoring, we have to make sure that it's a certain way. But the other one, it doesn't matter because it's 8.5 by 8.5. Just a square. So I'm just cutting these out. Right here. Okay, now we're going to bring the scoreboard back in. You're going to have to watch how I do this. This is very important also because it helps you to cut. You want the short end, the 8.5 at the top. The longer part going down this way, okay? Going down. Longer part, 11 going down, 8.5 across the top. You're going to take your little tool and you're right here at 6.5 inches. Let me bring this down. Okay. You're right here. I've got this up against the edge. You're right here at 6.5 inches. Okay. I want you to go to the less a half. Okay. So that's the 6-inch mark. And you're going to score up to the second square. Okay. The second rectangle. Watch this. Right here. Okay. Right there. All right. That's it. Let me show you this up close. That's all that you need. Okay, right there. So it's here, up to the side. It's at 6.5. You're scoring at 6. You're coming over here. This is at 2 inches. You're scoring again up 2.5. You need a 1/2 inch, okay? You need a 1/2 inch in, all right? To the score line, okay? So it should look like that. We're going to turn it around and do the exact same thing. So we're at 2 inches here. We're going to 2.5 and coming up 2 squares or rectangles, whatever you want to call them. Then we're at 6.5. We're coming back to 6 because we need that 1/2 inch right here. This is very important for the angle of the box. I can't believe whoever came up with this. I just in awe, honest to goodness. So again, right here, okay? And honest, it's simple. So there we have our 4 score marks. And remember, we're going to do the next one together also, okay? So that you'll see how we'll do it again, okay? Now, with your snips, you're going to come down to this score mark right here. And right there. And then you're going to angle off, okay? Cut this right in half. Cut it right to the point. Right to the neck, to that score line right there. Okay, see how that is? This is a very important step. So right here, cut up. And now angle off right to that score line, almost like cutting that in half. Okay, let's do the other side. Cut up, angle off. Cut up, angle off. I'm going to snip this right here. I see a score line. I want that in just a little bit so that it'll rest a little better. See? Okay? Just like that. So now your piece needs to look like this. Okay. Now we're going to get the bone folder. And on every single score line, score it. Because you need a good hefty crease here to get things to roll in on itself. So we're going to do this all the way around. I'm not watching comments. I'm sorry. Okay, we're good. We are good. We're good. Okay, good. All right, so see, just like that. And so just come around and do the entire shadow box. Fun. This is Mary Merlot. I don't think I told you that. I picked the colors off of the back of the DSP of what to use. And I didn't want to go too dark. I thought they come out pretty good because the other one is Misty Moonlight. So we're going to do that. It's going to be 82 here today. So I'll be coughing tomorrow too because I'm going to open the windows. Okay, now now watch this, okay? When you roll this up, watch this edge right here, okay? When you roll this up, look how it becomes a trough. Isn't that cool? Okay, this one, when you roll it up, it becomes like a square cylinder. Or, well, a cylinder would be round. It becomes a little square, I don't know what to call it. Yeah, but it's square. And it rolls up, and that's what makes your box. Now, our DSP. We want to go ahead right now and put this in here. Because then when you roll this up, your edges are so wonderful. I'm not in Arizona. I'm in Tennessee, Robin. Yeah, I live in Tennessee. I'm from New Jersey originally. I'm going to put this down with Tombo. But I've lived in Tennessee most of my life. I left New Jersey when I was 19. And, yeah, so just made my second home here, although I still call New Jersey home. Okay, so let's put this in here. I had an aunt that lived in Scottsdale. We visited. I got to ride horses. I was a kid. I remember that. It was fun. Okay, so now's the time to attach your DSP. Okay, and now you want to roll these two sides in first, because when this rolls up, that's going to make your little junction here that looks like this. That is so finished. Can you believe that? That's just amazing. Okay, now watch what you do here, because I made the mistake. I didn't fold this all the way out, and I put like my sticky strip here. It needs to go on the very inside. I still call, Susan says she still calls New York home, and I've been in Florida for 25 years. Yes, exactly. Okay, so make sure that you put your tear and tape on that inside flat part of this little cylinder. Okay, I'm going to just call it a square cylinder, which makes no sense, but yeah. So there. Okay, now we're going to do this all the way around, okay? And again, make sure that you're on that one. It was just folded up inside of itself, and I put the tear and tape on the wrong side. I was lucky enough that I could fix it. Oh, I'm about to run out, right? Let's see, that should go right there. Right here. Good. Oh, that's nice. Got right to the end of that. That is perfect. Okay, take another one out. I always have a spare. See, now when I take this out, I'll put it on the list to order another one, because I always like to have it. And then right here, I always keep a little running list on a sticky note to the side, and I stick that down. Okay, good. All right, now let me get my little tool here, and we're going to take this off. Oh, wait. Okay, we're going to take them off, but we want to, yes, we want to do, it's very important that you do the long sides first. Hi, Panay. Could you use a tape runner? Yeah, but no. I mean, I think you need a more solid adhesive than tape runner. Where sometimes that can get a little repositionable. You definitely don't want one of these popping up. Okay, right here. But, I mean, I'd try it. I would definitely try it. If that's what you have and you want to make it, I would definitely try it. Okay, now watch how I do this. We're going to just fold this in on itself. Okay? Let's make sure. Roll it up right onto the DSP so that the sticky tape is down on the DSP, okay? The sticky tape, see, is down on the DSP. See how I flattened it even and pushed it down, and then it goes right back into shape? Isn't that awesome? Okay, so now let's do that again on this side. I'm just gonna roll it around, make sure my sticky tape is on the DSP, and then push. Okay, that secures it, and there you go. Isn't that wonderful? Now we are going to use a little dot of Tombow, okay? See where you cut these little triangles off that made that little triangle? It needs to be stuck to here. The best thing to do is put a very light coat of Tombow, kind of put a dot and take your tip and spread it around on that triangle, okay? Okay, just like that. Now you're going to roll this up again. You're going to let that triangle take that shape, or the edges, okay? Push that in, push that in. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I pushed too hard. Okay, here we go. There we go. Now I'm going to hold it. Good morning, Sharon. I'm going to hold it because I want that. And now, you know, you've got that wiggle room with the liquid glue. This is so cool, Patty. You will love this. You will love this, guys. Okay, I'm just holding it. Okay, we're good. Isn't that amazing how that worked? I just can't even. Okay, so now we're going to do this. Put some Tombow here. Now, she even said she tried using a piece of Terran tape. She tried a glue dot and other things. She felt like the Tombow was the best because you have to manipulate this just a little bit here and wiggle it around just a little bit to get that into a square, okay? Into that square corner right there. So she felt like the Tombow was the best. We are supposed to be 102. Oh my gosh. Ah! Robin says 102 in Arizona has a variety of beauty. Scottsdale. Oh, Scottsdale's beautiful. Yes. I would be nervous wreck to do this on camera for people. Okay, right? Yes, Patty, I will admit, this morning, you have no idea how many times I've run through this in my head, okay? Now, see how I rolled that in? Okay, now this one you can't mash flat, okay, because you've got these guys over here. Now I'm going to bring this in. I'm going to watch my edge, and I'm just going to hold it, okay? I'm confident. Oh, no. I'm scared to death most of the time when I turn this camera on. Oh, how funny. Hey, look at that. Isn't that fantastic? Okay, then I bring in the, what did we use here? The Pierced Blooms dies and did this. Okay, now here's the other thing. You know, it might take you a few tries, but just do one thing at a time. Honest to goodness, do one thing at a time. Just do one step, stop the video, do it the next step, stop the video. That's how I learned from Rhonda when she does stuff. I love the DSP with this, with these colors, yes. But you know what would look really cute? A snail. The one with the snail paper. And then you could put little snails down here. See, you could change the whole design of this whole thing. Oh, you're so wonderful, Kelly. Thank you. You guys know, you've been with me a long time. You've seen things happen in this craft space that is amazing at times. I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that happened. You know, when I get off camera, yeah. But look, this is wonderful. And then you could do it like this. Now, of course, my DSP is not going like that, you know, for this. You would cut it a different way or have something that's non-directional back there, which would also look wonderful. But see, didn't that come out cute? Okay, so there's that one. And embellish, just have fun. What I did was when I embellished this, I took out my flower dies, okay, from this set. I took the flower dies out. And I put them on a piece of Misty Moonlight, and I cut all of them. I cut just a bunch of them. And then I took out more flowers, and I cut more in Mary Merlot. And, you know, and then I just sat here, I mixed and matched, put them together, and I put them up here, added a little greenery, and away we went. And that is just too cute. Just too cute. I love the bow. I love the bow that comes in that set. Really, really cute. Okay, so now that we have that one done, I want to do the next one with you, because it's just repeating every single step, okay? And sometimes repetition is a good thing, right? Okay, so this one is the square one, and this is 8.5 by 8.5. That's what this is, and this is Misty Moonlight, okay? Our DSP is cut at 4.5 by 4.5, and it will go in the center just like we did. Could you put a little clear window piece on it too? Oh yes. I mean, I guess, you know, but you might see it out here. I don't know how you would do that, you know, unless you covered these with a strip maybe of DSP, you know, covered the this right here with a little bit of DSP, and put your, you know, put your acetate on the outside, and then stripe this down with some DSP just to hold it down. I think that would look great. You know, yeah. Because then you can even stick stuff up in here, you know. There's a lot of different things that you can do with this. Okay, so 8.5 by 8.5. Let's do our scoring again, just like we did, okay? And so again, all four sides, 1/2, 1. Ooh, I about went 7/8. 1, 1.5, and 2. Turn it. And the same thing on all four sides. 1/2, 1, 1.5, and 2. We have such pretty DSP that you can make so many of these look so different. You know, yeah, just, it's almost like the sky's the limit. 1.5 and 2 with your decorating of these little shadow boxes. And I think you could score the acetate and trim and insert it into the frame. Well, yes. And 1.5 and 2. Okay? So just like that. And now then you cut first, and then we add those extra little score lines. You cannot forget those extra little score lines. Okay? But now this is a square. I agree. Some of us hoarders have a lot of pretty DSP to use. Yes, I know, right? I understand. I rearranged the craft room a little bit, like paper-wise, purged some paper and this and that the other day, and because of, you know, the new catalog launch. And so now we cut out these 4 squares, just like we did on the other one. All of these that are scored, you cut the entire square out in all 4 corners. So, yeah, I realized that there's somewhat of a paper problem. So, yeah. So, you know, and I wonder too, I mean, the solid cardstock is fantastic, you know, because it's heavier than the DSP. But would it be that bad to make one of these out of DSP? I don't know, you know. Might not be, might be pretty cool looking too, you know. And I think that these would look great at a craft fair. Hi, Jeanette. I think these would sell well at a craft fair. You know, you can sit them up, or you can attach one of those little round little Velcro things to the back. You're cutting DSP now, Kelly. Yes, that's wonderful. Yeah, and, you know, so you could put one of those little round little Velcro little things in the back of it, and then, you know, you could always stick it up to the wall or, you know, somewhere, you know, so just in case you wanted to hang it. Okay, now we bring the score board back in. Watch your measurements here, okay? Because now we're going to do that 1/2 inch and up to the second rectangle right here. So we're at 6.5. We're going to go down to 6. That's a 1/2 inch. We need a 1/2 inch right here. and to the score. Good morning. I know. Yes, I totally understand. Good morning, Joan. Nice to see you. Okay, now over here, we're 2-inch. We're going to come into 2.5 and score. So you want it to look like that. Okay. Flip it around. This does not matter which side that you choose for this because it's square. This one that we did, we have to choose to make these score lines the 8.5-inch side at the top, okay? You don't have to choose with this because it's square. So we wanted the 11 down this way with the Mary Merlot one. Again, this is at 6.5. Go down to 6 because you need a 1/2 inch. See, these are all in 1/2 inch increments. So that's why this has to be a 1/2 inch. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, a lot of times I do it. You know, I do the giveaways on Sunday and I'll throw in like 6 or 10 pieces of DSP. 2 right here, we want to come in a 1/2 inch to 2.5. And now each side matches. Yeah, DSP makes a great giveaway. And with new customers, I stick some in the first page of the catalog. I surprise them. I don't tell them. I just send it. So here's this side. Okay. All right, that's it for the scoring. Now let's go ahead and cut again. This is why we needed these score lines. We need to make that triangle cut right here, that little angle cut, okay, to make this part of the box look like that. So that's just wonderful, wonderful directions she gave. So I'm going to cut up like that and then angle to that score line right here. It's like you cut that little square in half, okay? Angle up or cut down and then angle off. Cut off at an angle right there, okay? So that it looks just like that. Do the other side. Here, angle off. Here, cut to that second score right there. See, it's like you have little boxes. Pretend that this is a box and cut it in half. Okay? Remember, when we fold it, then we'll put our tombow on it. Okay, now bone folder. I was thinking like, oh my goodness, wonder what snail paper I could use and make one of these, you know, like just using the DSP. I think a little snail box would look adorable. You know what would look really elegant though is the prize peony. I think, hi Diana. The prize peony I think would look very elegant because you can do like a pink and gray theme. I think that would be wonderful. Also, if you still have the magnolia paper, this would look fantastic with that. Again, that would look elegant. You know, so like if you're giving a gift, and two, if you're doing a craft show, you know, you can make these, you never know what people like. Sometimes they like cutesy stuff. Sometimes they like elegant things. You know, you want to appeal to everybody. So then again, this is 4.5 by 4.5. And now we place this in here. So we're doing the exact same thing, just making a square one now instead of the rectangle. Let's see, yeah. Yep, right there. Fits perfectly. And it's great to add this first. Wonder how many times I will need to play this video before I finally make a show. That's funny, Patty. Thank you. That's hilarious, right? I know, as many times as I probably had to play rondas, you know? So now you want to put the tear and tape out here. Yeah, I don't get this the first time through, guys. Let me tell you, it's trial and error in here a lot, you know? Things get thrown away a lot. You know, I'm not going to lie to you, you know. All of a sudden I'm doing something and I'm like, hi, Marilyn. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is just horrible. So, so I was, yeah, you know, where I'm doing something, the measurements aren't coming out right, you know, something's going on. But yeah, trial and error is amazing with paper. So I'm just adding my tear and tape. See, and like if you were to look at this and turn it over, the tear and tape goes on the outside, okay? Goes on the outside. I'm just folding that up like this to make sure that I get the very bottom rectangle, okay? The very bottom. All right, now let's go ahead and remove these guys. Now with this one, it doesn't matter which, you know, parts of the cylinders that you make first. Doesn't matter because it's square. I think with the other one, I think I said, hi, Peggy. You know, to make sure that you did the longer sides first. So I'm just going to take all this off. Okay. All right. And now I'm going to roll this side. Well, actually, wait, back up. It does matter, okay? You want to take and roll in the sides first that do not have this angled cut. You always want to roll in the more square and the rectangle parts first, not the sides that have the angle. Let me back up on that, okay? Don't roll these in first. Roll the sides that are straight in first. And roll it right up on that DSP. And now these sides, you can push them flat. Okay. Take this. Try not to stick yourself to everything. And roll right up on that DSP. Right, just like that. Okay. Now you're going to add your Tombow. Definitely have to roll these in first. Okay. Now we're going to add a little Tombow right here. And I'm going to spread it with the tip on both of those small little triangles. And you know, you can cover those little triangles with decoration, like I did with the flowers. Now I'm going to bring this in, and I'm going to roll it over. Okay. And now I'm going to push my hands right here and hold that. Let that take hold, okay? Let it take hold. Good deal. If you need to wiggle it around, you've got that wiggle room time because you've used Tombow. That's perfect. Okay, let's do this side. Right here. And right here. And now roll this up. Now, like I said, this part you cannot push in. Okay, to push it down to get it to attach, and just hold it, hold it, hold it. Me too, Susan. I understand. I understand. Write down your measurements first. Cut your, see, I'm just pushing that in, making sure I've got it right. And then cut your solid cardstock if that's what you're going to use. You know, cut that first. Don't even worry. And then score. Always do one thing at a time. Look at how cute that is. See where we don't have a lot of white space up here? I wanted them to be different, just like that. How fun this morning with you guys. I'm so excited about this. Thank you, Rhonda Wade. Thank you, thank you. She's really made my business a success, guys. Honest to goodness. You know, this looks easy, she said all the while. Right? It's not that bad. It's not that hard. So this one turned into this one with the pierced blooms. And with the pierced blooms, this one turned into that one. I just love these boxes. And then, like I said, this one you could do this way. Just, you know, change your DSP, you know, to be directional, or use something that's absolutely not directional. You know, you could just use a background. But I wanted to use this DSP from that new paper. And when I saw her do this, and like I said, the hydrangea would be great. This is Beauty of the Earth. And it just really, really came out pretty. So I'm very, very So the larger one is how long? This is 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. So this measures, but when we're done, approximately 7 1/8 by 4.5, 7 1/8 by 4.5 when we're done. But this is done with an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper, and this one is done by an 8.5 by 8.5 sheet of paper. So two, measurements to get a little square one or a little rectangle. Cute, right? I appreciate everyone hopping on this morning and watching. And if you have not been able to watch the video, you of course can always watch the replay. And remember, just write your measurements down and start with one thing at a time. These are wonderful. I just love these, Jeanette. They're so fun. I mean, this is really a lot of fun in the craft room. And like I said, you could decorate it up any way you want. Use playful pets. Use the hydrangea set. Prize peony would be elegant. Hi, Linda. Thank you for watching. You've got to try these. Yeah, you've got to try these. And like I keep saying, I give Rhonda Wade all the credit for these measurements and her wonderful inspiration, especially too in my business. I really appreciate her. Appreciate all of y'all watching and ordering, and we are almost ready to launch that new catalog. I am very, very excited about it. I've mailed out 36 copies. So, and if you would like a catalog and I haven't sent you one, holler at me. I'd be happy to put one in the mail for you. So thanks again for watching. Have a very safe and wonderfully fun day today. It's going to be 82. I'm opening the windows. So please have a wonderful day. Go and do some happy crafting, and yay, right? Oh, I'm so happy with this, and I'm so happy that these came together well for you guys here live on camera. That was big this morning. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.